Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Andrew Kozak. We are in a next weather alert today as a winter storm makes its way up the East Coast. We are keeping track of the conditions with our next weather network. That means our team is working alongside CBS meteorologists in Baltimore, here in Philly, of course, New York and Boston to bring you the very latest updates in real time as this system moves across the Northeast. It's part of our commitment to keep you safe and make sure you are always prepared no matter where you are. So we're going to start off with a look at this storm as a whole and track it as it makes its way through our area. Up to the current time right now, we are looking at a massive amount of snow for northern central New Jersey back toward the Poconos. It's really starting to ramp up as this system brings in a ton of moisture from the south. In Philadelphia, we've had a couple of fat flakes flying across the area, and now that rain snow line is slowly inching its way up toward us. It is all rain from Toms River down toward Atlantic City, Cape May, the Wildwoods, and then we head over toward Delaware, and it is all rain as well. The precipitation with this is really going to ramp up, whether it's snow to the north, rain in the city, or the Jersey Shore. So get ready, because this evening is going to bring us even the potential for a little bit of flooding. Right now, up to the current time, the rain snow line moving very close to Philadelphia, crossing over to the river. There's 295 right along the corridor there. That means we're looking at rain washing away any light accumulations we've had across southern New Jersey. In Philadelphia, we're going to bring you some live pictures and live shots in a couple of seconds, but we're looking at the snow eventually now mixing and will be changing to rain within the next couple of hours. There are the clouds and the radar, of course, and now I want to talk about some of the advisories. Nothing for the city or the shore, but there is a winter weather advisory in effect through 6 a.m. tomorrow. That's going to be for areas just north and west of Philadelphia. That does include Allentown, Reading, Lancaster, the Lehigh Valley, areas just to the northeast, and then just to the northwest of that, we have, of course, the winter storm warning, where heavy snow will be moving in for areas like the Poconos. Meantime, already starting to see a couple of reports. The storm reports pretty massive across western areas, but over toward Allentown area, we're starting to look at about 1 to 2 inches now being reported, and we'll start to see this fill in over the course of the next couple of hours. So who gets what? Snow right now for the Poconos, the Lehigh Valley, and the upper PA suburbs. Meantime, snow to rain, which will include the lower suburbs, the I-95 corridor in Philadelphia, and we're looking at all rain for South Jersey, the shore, and Delaware. Remember, that rain will start to change over now from that snow, and then we're going to start to see that wash things away across the area. We're continuing to watch this. We're also going to, of course, keep you updated with live pictures. There's the Poconos right now. We got some fresh snow on the ground. Philadelphia, we're going to be looking at some low clouds, fog, and rain along Ocean City, and some snow making for a pretty picture, but some tough roadways in Bethlehem. Want to take a look at some video now from Bucks County. This is from Quakertown, where the snow's been coming down this afternoon, really throughout the entire area. Make sure you are careful if you are in or around Quakertown today. Another reason for this, by the way, this is the first time the roads have looked like that in quite some time, almost 2 years. This is still, even though we're not getting a lot in Philadelphia, a major storm that's providing us with some of the most snow that we've seen in the area since about the end of January 2022. So we showed you pictures there from Quakertown. Now we want to check in with CBS News Philadelphia reporter Madeleine Wright. She is at City Hall. Hey, Madeleine, how's it looking like out there?
Hey, Andrew, it snowed for about 3 hours here in Center City. Then it started hailing. Now it's switched over to just plain old rain. This is what's left behind. As you can see, there's a coating of snow on the ground right here in front of City Hall. Probably won't be here much longer. Now I want to take you over here to give you a look at the road conditions. This is the intersection of 15th Street and Market Street. And as you can see, a lot of the cars have their windshield wipers on, they've got their headlights on, and we've seen a lot of pedestrians with their umbrellas out. Now, if you find yourself driving in wet conditions like these, AAA has some really important safety tips to pass along. For one, slow down. AAA says that you can hydroplane going as slowly as 35 miles an hour, so make sure to avoid any sudden stops or sharp turns. Number 2, avoid cruise control. That's because you can lose traction. And finally, number 3, make sure that if you start to skid, if you find that happening to yourself, don't panic. Just continue to steer the car in the direction that you want to go to regain control. I've been in contact with city officials to see if there have been any problems on the road caused by this wet weather. We'll keep you updated with any developments. Live in Center City, Madeleine Wright, CBS News, Philadelphia.
You know, Madeleine, one thing I wanted to ask you is that there's so many people, especially now the weekend time, are out there doing some ice skating right by City Hall. They still have the markets going. Are people out, or now, especially that it's turned to rain, have they decided to kind of call it quits for the day?
I think the crowds have thinned out a little bit since the weather has gotten colder, the snow has transitioned to rain, but surprisingly, we're still seeing a lot of people out here, and they seem to be taking it in stride. Andrew?
Thanks so much, Madeleine. You know, when they have a couple of those snowflakes coming down, it looks nice, but then when it transitions to rain, I think a lot of people just want to get inside. Speaking of snow, that's just snow. I want to take a look outside the conditions at the Delaware Valley. This is from McDonald, Pennsylvania. This is in the southwest region of the state, just outside of Pittsburgh. The National Weather Service has predicted as much of 3 inches of snow in that area of Pennsylvania. You know, as we explained earlier, we are joining forces with meteorologists in Boston, New York, and Baltimore to track this storm system as it travels up the East Coast. And we're working together to keep you safe and, of course, make sure that you are prepared. So we're going to take a minute to look at the conditions right down the road in Baltimore.
The state of Maryland is expected to see different kinds of winter weather. Some areas are going to see rain, others snow, and some even a wintry mix. We're in an area called Owens Mills, which is just northwest of Baltimore City, and we're here at the Maryland State Administration facility parking lot, where we're not seeing many of their trucks here. We only see one truck here waiting to refill any trucks that need more salt. A lot of their vehicles are out treating roads, which they've been treating since Friday morning. They're going to continue to be out here and monitor road conditions and treating those roads as conditions continue to change. Though it doesn't matter where you are, road crews and road officials say the best thing you can do is to stay inside and to take it easy if you do have to head out. For now, reporting, I'm Janae Reese for CBS News.
Thank you so much. Now I want to take another look at the timing of this system with our futurecast. Of course, Baltimore now dealing with some of that snow changing over to rain, but we are going to be looking at that rain change over here within the next hour or so. That line making its way very close to Philadelphia. I want to point out some of the yellows that we see here. We're going to see this is futurecast. We're going to see this actually in real time once we get to 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night. The bulk of the heavy rain in the area of low pressure here is really going to send a ton of moisture up in our direction. So what started as kind of a pretty picture with a couple of those flakes flying in Philly, we're going to turn this into a drenching, soaking rain as we head into the next couple of hours. Meantime, just to the north, we're going to keep it as snow as we head toward the Poconos. Overnight tonight, the rain will start to let up and the snow will start to let up, but on the backside of this system, as cold air wraps around, we may see some more snow accumulations in the Poconos, potentially an additional 1 to 2 inches tomorrow. In Philadelphia, it might be cold enough to get a flake or two flying, but we're not expecting any snow from Sunday to pile up. So the impacts to you: snow-packed roads north and west. If you're traveling, let's say northeast, you're going up 95, you get off at 63, you're going up to Warminster, Warrington. Those are areas that are going to see a little bit more snow on the ground, some slick spots, localized flooding. I'm actually concerned about this for areas like the Jersey Shore and central and southern New Jersey, where we're going to get a washout for rain. And then cancellation and delays. I mentioned this last hour. I'm going to check it out for 4 o'clock. If you have any flights leaving tonight or leaving tomorrow, Philadelphia International, call ahead to your carriers, go online, check it out, because we most likely will see at least a couple of cancellations or delays. Possible snow in the I-95 corridor. Most likely a trace is what we've seen so far in Philly. That's going to be it for us, but up to 2 inches north and west, especially those areas, like I said, over your head toward the Warrington area and maybe back toward even Ballackinwood, where we can see maybe a few more just on that northwest side. Meantime, most likely 4 to 6 for areas like the Lehigh Valley. This is going to be just north, and then really the best chance for some significant accumulating snow. That's most likely going to be between 6 and 12 inches for the highest accumulations there across the Poconos. Of course, a reminder as well to send us your photos and videos of weather conditions. Just go to cbsphiladelphia.com. Meantime, we're going to be here all day, fully staffed with our entire team of meteorologists tracking the weather as a part of our commitment to keep you safe and make sure that you are prepared. We're going to see you again right here at 4 o'clock.